It's mailbag time here on Chicago Bears Now. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Thanks to all of you guys for submitting your questions using hashtag Bears. Doing something new today, we're going to launch our question of the day, so stay tuned for that. It'll be coming up later on in the video. Let's get started with HW asking about Snacks and Everson Griffen. Sign them both. We got the cap space to do both. That's actually true. About a week ago, that would not have been true, but with the players opting out, Eddie Goldman, Jordan Lucas, mostly Goldman, the Bears actually have almost $18 million in cap space now, and, Snacks Harrison is not going to cost you that much money. Everson Griffen will cost you a decent amount, but you should and could, in theory, be able to sign both of those players for the cap space that the Bears have remaining. Now, Snacks, I think, is obvious. It's a no-brainer. You need to get an Eddie Goldman replacement. I like John Jenkins as a rotation-type defensive tackle, but not really as a primary nose tackle. I think Damon Harrison can do that really good against the run. It wasn't great last year overall, but his pre-Detroit Lion days, one of the premier nose tackles in the National Football League. Let me know. Name a player the Bears should sign before the 2020 NFL season. Go ahead, let me know down in the comment section. Snacks, Griffen, whoever you want, type that player. Before we keep going, here our deal of the day. We got Bears jerseys for less than $100 when you go to this link, chatsports.com/Bears jerseys. Love the orange Bears jersey. You can get Khalil Mack and several others as well. Mitchell Trubisky, Nick Foles, the competition. Maybe if you're on Foles' side, you want a Foles one. It's all at that link, chatsports.com/Bears jerseys. We got some of the legends available as well, including Walter Payton and Brian Urlacher. So take advantage at that link. It'll be in the comments and it'll be in the description. More on this free agency theme. That'll be pretty much the primary theme of today's mailbag. Why not bring in Jadeveon Clowney, just 1 year fill-in deal? Why not? I'm with you. Why not? At least call him, right? See what he's looking for money-wise, because I don't think any of us have been able to figure that out this offseason. Obviously, he wanted $20 million plus. That ain't happening at this point. You compare these two guys, because the first guy asked about Everson Griffen. Now you're asking about Jadeveon Clowney. It all depends on what you want, right? Clowney's going to cost more. He's a more complete player. He's better against the run. Griffen's probably a better pass rushing specialist, and that, the numbers are what they are over the past 4 seasons. 2 really good football players. This Bears defense is set, but you can always add more talent. You bring Clowney or Griffen into this, front 7 here, whether it's at that, 3-4 outside linebacker or a hand in the dirt at defensive end. Certainly Clowney would be an upgrade from Bilal Nichols. There's no doubt about that. That would be a fun group to look at on this defensive line. Plus, add Snacks Harrison at nose tackle too. It's fun to think about. Griffen, Clowney, Snacks, you bring in 1 or 2 of those guys. At that point, this defense might be the best in the NFL. I'll let you guys debate, and this will be the pinned comment on today's video, so scroll on down and answer right there. Pick a defensive end to sign. If you want Jadeveon Clowney, type JC. If you want Everson Griffen, go ahead and type your EG down there in the pinned comment. Reply right there. Next up here on our Bears mailbag, try to combine Bears and mailbag, using hashtag Bears is Christmas Elf TV. Love the name. Do you think that the Bears will re-sign Tarik Cohen? I feel like if he has a good year, he will be kind of expensive to hang on to. I don't really know what he would have to do to get, expensive. And also, I guess I got to wonder what expensive in is. Is that more than $5 million for a guy like Tarik Cohen? Maybe. He obviously was not the same player last year. No explosive plays. I think that'll change this year. I think he'll have a bounce-back type season. If he gets back to 2018 form, where he's over 1,000 total yards and he's, over 10 yards a catch, yeah, he might cost you $5-6 million per year. But I don't know in the end. He's not a primary running back. He's not a guy you hand the ball off to that often. David Montgomery is going to be your number 1 guy this year and moving forward. Bring him back at $4 million per year. I would do that, but I don't know what he would do this year to earn a big contract. What's expensive? Let me know, Christmas Elf, in the comment section, because I don't know what expensive means to you. To me, a guy like Tarik Cohen, can't give him more than $5 million per year. He's a rotation running back. If it's more than that, I just let him go, regardless of how good of a season he has in 2020. Should the Bears re-sign Tarik Cohen? Type Y for yes. type in for no. Cast your votes in the comment section. Obviously, I'd like to bring him back, but all depends on price in the end. Omar Ruffin here got a couple of wide receiver questions using hashtag Bears. I really think the Bears should go look at Josh Gordon. We really need a number 2 receiver, and he's really cheap, so what do you think, Harrison? Also, Big White asked about Dez Bryant. Kind of wanted to tie these two together, then we'll spend a few minutes on it here. He's saying sign Dez Bryant. Here's the thing. Could the Bears use another outside receiver? Yes. You got Allen Robinson. You got Anthony Miller in the slot. Is Ted Ginn your other outside guy? I'd feel a lot better if he was wide receiver 4. Cordero Patterson, he's more of a gadget guy. Javon Wims, Riley Ridley, Darnell Mooney. Can one of these young guys step up? Maybe, but we'll have to wait and see. More on this discussion in a second, but I'll let you guys vote first. Who do you want to sign if you had to pick one? Type JG for Josh Gordon. Type DB for Dez Bryant. Let me know in the comment section. I'm going to go with Josh Gordon, and here's why. Yes, he's probably a little bit more of a risk in terms of he could get suspended at any point, but I also think he has more left in the tank than Dez. Gordon, almost 16 yards a catch last year in limited action, only had the 1 touchdown, but he still has the big play ability. He's had quite a whirlwind career. He hadn't played 16 games in a season in God knows how long, but Dez Bryant hasn't stepped on a football field in 3 years. Outside of a couple of practices in 2018 when he got signed by the Saints, then blew out his Achilles. Hadn't played in over 2 seasons. Hasn't really been the Dez we used to know and love since 2014. That's not even on the screen. That's how long ago it was. That's when he had 1,400 yards, whatever it was. That's 6 years ago, guys. I don't think Dez has much left in the tank at this point. I know Josh Gordon has some left in the tank. You could debate how much. I don't know if Dez has any. Gordon's a risk. Dez is a risk. They're both a risk. 1-year minimum deal, no guaranteed money. I absolutely think that it makes some sense to at least see what Josh Gordon has. Now, we teased it earlier, the question of the day. We're going to stick away from sports. What have you missed most due to COVID-19? And you can't say football season because, well, football season isn't here yet anyway. I've missed being able to go hang out with my friends and do those type of things, go out to bars, meet up with buddies, all of that good stuff. It sucks, right? I haven't seen a lot of my close friends in like 5 months. That's the thing I've missed the most. Let me know. What have you missed most due to the coronavirus? What have you missed the past few months? Let me know in the comment section.